Yo, it's J Rythm live on Ritmolucion, and I got a treat for you guys today. Singer, songwriter, platinum, and top charting recording artist that has toured the world from Germany to Japan, Australia to Argentina, and everywhere in between. Internationally known for her global hit, Mr. Saxobeat from Romania, Alexandra Stan. Welcome to the show. ¿Cómo
Hey,
estás?
bien, muy bien, gracias. How are you? Thank you so much for the introduction and for the invitation.
Of course. No, pleasure to have you. It's an honor to have you on the show. Like the whole world, I still play Mr. Saxo Beat in my live DJ sets. Such a classic. But before you release the song, is it true that your voice was discovered at a karaoke bar, or what's that story?
Yes, that's the story actually. I was participating to many festivals, like music festivals in Romania, but more like old kind of songs. And then after the festivals, I went. There was a bar in Romania. They were having every Thursday a karaoke, but with a live band. So I was there like nonstop every week, and you had to
Wow.
make like a list with the songs you wanted to sing, and to get the list, and you had to wait for your turn. So yeah, I was really excited, and I didn't know that my managers and producers from back then, they were actually in the audience, and they were actually looking for an artist, and they saw me,
Wow.
and yeah, that's how it happened.
Wow. Do you remember what song you yeah, do you remember what song you performed that day? Or well, like what are your some of your favorite karaoke songs?
Yeah, I think I was performing Mariah Carey Hero.
Oh,
um
wow.
yeah, so this kind of songs, like really old pop songs, yeah, from the 90s, 2000, this kind of songs, Celine Dion, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you feel that moment changed your life?
Well, it changed like forever because I remember after the karaoke, I had like two or three offers. Like after the festival, it was like a contest, and some managers and producers started to hit me and like ask me if I wanna sing with them and sign a deal or something. And somehow the guys that I worked with for 3 years and a half, the producers of Mr. Saxobeat, they weren't so popular, but I just felt like I want to work with these guys because they were younger, they were fresh, they were starting a new studio, and they were searching for a new artist. So I said, okay, why go to a big studio with many artists? Instead, I can start something fresh with these guys. And I think it was a good decision. Every time you take a decision from your heart, it's better, because look where it got me now. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, since then, you go on to put out 5 albums that gain hundreds of millions of streams, and they include collabs with Mohombi, Jen Morel, Inna, even Daddy Yankee. I mean, what's your secret behind staying so consistent with your
Well,
releases?
I think I kind of respected always my deals because I always had like deals with labels in other countries, and I think that for an artist it's very important to deliver. It's very important to keep releasing no matter the time. Like for example, now with the COVID and everything,
Yeah.
some artists stopped doing music, but most of the artists we kind of like hidden in the studio. So it's really important for us to keep putting up music that can help us, get to the people easier than 10 years ago or 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's very important to keep working, never stop, because you never know. And it's super important also to like what you do and to love what you do. I really love music, and I love doing music. I love writing music. I love being in the studio. I love touring a lot
Yeah.
as well. So I don't think I could ever stop writing music. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love the studio sessions, and I love the process and everything, and how we can manage to do something nice that people like out of nothing. It's really nice.
I love that. You also recently put out a single that I support here on the show and on my live sets, Tembleque, with a good friend of mine, Sac Noel, also with Nosfi and Los Tios, Italy, Romania, Spain, y Mexico in all in one song. How did that collab come about, and how was it releasing it through a pandemic?
It was a little bit crazy because I was actually during the release, I was participating in a show that is called Survivor. I think you
Oh,
also have it in Mexico.
yeah.
I was in the jungle. I had no access to my phone, nothing. But lucky for us, we shot the video before, and we had everything done before I went to the jungle. and
Wow.
it went really nice actually. Yeah, it was a nice it was an old song of Sac Noel actually. You know the theme from the song. Ta, 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 ta. It was an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
song actually, but some producers from Romania, some really talented producers, Aki and Ira, they started to remake this the production, you know, of the song. So they made it really fresh. And also Nospe, which is a rapper from Romania, he lived for like 15 years in Italy or something like that, and he speaks really good Italian. And I didn't know he could rap so good in Italian. So it was amazing. It was a really nice collab, actually.
Yeah, it's a fun song. Now you are back doing live shows, and I hear Japan is your adoptive home. Like, why is that?
I don't know. It's strange to say. I think they just love my music, and probably because I'm blonde and with big eyes, and they kind of have like a obsession with blonde girls with big eyes. uh, I think since 7 years ago, I started to have my first release with them. I think Mr. Saxobeat was the first song that I released with them, and Saxobeats was the first album. And you know, ever since then, I just continue with the good collaboration with them because they're very serious and hardworking, and I really like how they do their job. You know, they take the artist seriously, and they really make like a tour. Like it's like Britney Spears back in the days. You know, they have autographs, meet and greets with the fans, and everything. It's like so
Wow.
nice, and it's a pleasure to work with them. Really, it's really. I mean, it really makes you feel like an artist. You know.
Yeah,
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 so
amazing. Like,
yeah,
and
so I wouldn't want to change that, you know. I wouldn't, why? If it's working, they have this kind of idea in life. If something is working, why changing it, you know?
exactly.
This
And
is
you're
their
doing a lot of
goal.
things out there. You're like super into fashion, so Japan is like perfect. Like, and you even did some type of collab out there with them, right?
Yeah, I did some collabs, and I also did some songs that were number ones there, and they were produced by a producer from Eric Lipom.
Okay.
He's really popular from producing music for Japan. He's been doing that for like 10 years or something like that, and he has only number ones. And yeah, it was crazy actually. Yeah, it's I don't know. I hope this song also, I mean, I know it's gonna be released soon in Japan. So yeah. I
Awesome.
hope they like the girls too, because the girls are super fun.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you are super consistent when it comes to album releases. You drop one like every 2 years. Is there one that we can expect sometime this year or next?
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, you said in the beginning that I had 5 albums, but I had just 4 because my
Oh,
fifth album is coming up in like maximum 2 months. It's gonna be up like in September or something like that. At the beginning of September, we need to put it out. So it's gonna be in Japan, in New Zealand, and Germany, Poland, Italy, these countries. Hopefully Mexico too
oh, okay.
later.
So I
So yeah,
predicted the future with the 5 albums. I predicted the future.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So now let's talk about this collab you have with the famous sister duo Nervo, Come Into My World. What is this song all about, and how was it working with Nervo on this record?
It was really nice actually because the girls were super cute and super fun. Like they sent me the song, they sent me more songs, and this one I liked the most. And we wanted to do a collab together, but when I heard this song, I said, "Oh my God, this is it!" Because before this song, I had a single which was Romanian. It was called Alasa, which means the chosen one, and it was also a disco kind of vibey song, also kind of like 80s, and the video is very colorful, and I knew that I like 100% I like this kind of music, like the 80s trend that is
Yeah,
right now is like big in the world. You know, all the big artists have done it. So I knew that I needed a song in English, and the girls actually they wanted to change it because they wanted to make it more EDM-ish, more dance, more for, you know, suitable for festivals because they're
yeah,
like big in the big festivals. And I was like, no, 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 this is awesome. Like this is an 80s kind of song. Like it reminds me of YMCA. It's super fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, later you can do the EDM remixes, and I'm
Yeah,
sure you're
correct.
you're gonna be
Sure,
playing them
yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's amazing. It's a super fun song. The music video is great too, with that whole retro feel.
It's super
So
funny.
congrats on that.
For
And
sure.
produced, also co-produced by Umed Oskin, right? The
Exactly. It was co-produced by Manuel Riva. which is actually a really big producer from Romania. He's a producer and DJ who had a song. We had a song together, I think 4 years ago. It's called Miami, and it was in top 10 in the Billboard charts. It's a dance song. Yeah, he's so talented, really talented. And the biggest surprise for me with him was that his kind of music, it's more like dance, kind of housey, but this one was super different for him too. And he smashed it. I mean, I didn't know that he could produce this kind of songs, you know, because this is different. It's like pop dance is different. So I have, I think 3 or 4 songs with him on this album. That's gonna be,
very cool.
Released. Yeah, I'm super excited to release the new songs. I'm really excited.
I know people are gonna love it all across the world. So congratulations! I gotta thank you for stopping by the show, and pleasure to meet you. Honestly, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me, and hope to see you, I don't know, in person, you know.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it in person for sure. Come out to Los Angeles, and yeah, we'll do a whole meet and greet too. That'll be fun.
Yeah, thank you so much.